Jeremy is also English, but came to the monastic life by a more casual route.
Well, I finished my degree in England and didn't have any idea about what kind of career I wanted to follow. So I thought I might as well go travelling. So about 15 months ago I arrived in Thailand, and I was a bit fed up with travelling along the tourist route with all the other young travellers, and I was told that the northeast was really quite wild and quite unvisited. So I was given the address of some doctors who work at a refugee camp in Ubon, and I just turned up on their doorstep and introduced myself. And I asked them about was there anything interesting in the area? And they said, well, there's this monastery of Western monks about 10 miles out of town. So I thought, oh, sounds worth a visit. So one Sunday afternoon I dropped by, and I've been here ever since. But I never got into a yearly routine or getting a car or trying to find a house or anything like that. I was always just moving from flat to flat. And I never really had a feeling of having settled down at all, so I was still moving. And in many ways, the monk's life is like that, is that you try and live without any kind of dependence, without any kind of attachment.
The abbot of Wat Nanachat used to be a soldier, known to his friends as Joe. Nowadays, one calls him Tan Papa Kiao.
I first became interested when I was in Vietnam, a soldier in Vietnam, and I had a chance to come to Thailand and visit here, just in Bangkok initially. And my life at that time was, I was looking for something spiritual, something more meaningful in my life, for many reasons. And one, of course, was being in combat and in a situation which was the cause for the arising of an inner search for something more meaningful, and seeing the foolish things that human beings get themselves involved in. So that when I came to Thailand, it was kind of like putting on an old pair of shoes. Everything was strange, of course, but something about it all kind of fit. And I just started seeking every kind of book and information, Western people that were already in robes in Bangkok at that time, and getting as much information as I could about Buddhism, the teachings and the way of life, meditation and everything.
I asked the abbot whether he saw some parallels between Christian and Buddhist asceticism.
I think the three basic tenets of Christian monasticism of poverty, chastity, and obedience definitely apply to Buddhist monastic tradition as well. As far as obedience, it's very important, learning to yield, be yielding, and surrender to the way of life, to the discipline. We have a very strict code of discipline that we have to keep. And, of course, humbling oneself to one's teacher and all senior monks as far as that goes. But there's kind of a mutual respect and understanding, a kind of obedience that we have in relating with each other, that we all have something to teach each other, and not just the teacher teaching us, but of course we have something to teach him as well.
Prabrahma Wango from London, England, told me what the life of virtue meant for him.
We get up at 3 in the morning, and then we have a chanting or group meditation at 4 o'clock, which usually goes on until just before dawn. Just before dawn, we collectively tidy up the eating hall, and when it's tidied up, we go on our alms round for about an hour and a half, and then we come back and we collect all our food together, and it's distributed evenly down the line of monks and novices, and then we eat it, and that will finish about 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, which time then we return to our little huts And usually from then until 3 in the afternoon, we are free to either do our own little projects or to sit or to rest or whatever. And at 3 we do our chores for about an hour or maybe longer, depending on how much there is to do. And then we meet in the evening, usually about 7 o'clock. Then we have a group sitting or a group walking, perhaps some chanting, perhaps an evening drink. And we dismiss about 9 or perhaps 9:30. And we go back, and some people practice further, some people rest. All depends on the person.
To the casual visitor, Buddhist monks seem relatively peripatetic. The Buddha himself was, of course, an itinerant preacher, so there is a tradition behind some of this wandering.
You'd have to ask permission, really, from the abbot or from the head abbot Ajahn Chah if you really wanted to go away for some time. If there was a good reason, then he'd let you go. If there wasn't a good reason, then he wouldn't let you go.
You have, therefore, fairly strict obedience to the abbot.
Right, but it's like purely voluntary. If you don't want to accept the authority of the Ajahn, then you can go as you like.
Preserving the Buddha's teaching certainly seems a difficult full-time job, and human nature must at times rebel against it. Do monks not feel the hardships?